Welcome back, watch people. Now this week I've been contacted by 4 footballers, 2 of whom have retired, both former top flight players, and 2 of whom are still active, one in the Premiership and one in the Championship. Now the general consensus of opinion and the general questions that these lads have had for me is where is the best place to sell their watches. Now what is happening, because I've had quite in-depth conversations with all 4 of those lads for the purposes of this video, it appears that a lot of footballers, particularly in the top flight, those with higher profiles and maybe seen on TV on a fairly regular basis, it appears that a lot of them are liquidating their watch collections for security reasons after quite a large number, it has to be said, very disappointingly, a large number of footballers being targeted and attacked quite often at their homes by watch thieves. Now, this is not news to me. Obviously, as regular visitors will know on my channel, I've had more than my fair share of problems. But this is one of the reasons why today I sit talking to you wearing another one of my Casio G-Shocks. This is a Casio G-Shock Frogman, in case you're wondering. I can't afford to be walking around in public having quite a high profile in the watch business. Obviously, my profile is nothing like these guys that play football, but I have a reasonably high profile in the watch business, so I can't afford to be walking around shopping in a city centre in central London wearing an expensive watch, because you just don't know who's recognised you and who's potentially targeting you. Now these lads are recognised pretty much everywhere they go, wherever they go, right across the UK and often out indeed into Europe, so their profile is huge by comparison to me, and I'll pop a few of the instances or the incidents up on screen. It's become quite fashionable to rob footballers either at their home or at their place of work, in their car, wherever they can be found, and there's a lot of watches have been lost by footballers to the bad guys over the last few months and years. Now the general consensus of opinion at the moment is a lot of them are ditching the bling, they're ditching the APs, the Rolex, the Richard Milles, the Pateks, they're ditching those, and they're going to be looking for a new brand to adopt, a brand that they feel is safe for them to wear and to own. And I wonder how long it's going to be before you start to see footballers wearing less expensive watches deliberately on the TV. Now, how did this come about? Now, I can tell you for an absolute fact that over the last few months, the police forces up and down the country, right across the UK, have been working their way through the local football clubs, starting at the top and working their way downwards, visiting the football clubs and having a word with the players, asking them to keep or to tone down the social media side of their lives, where they may be flashing off what they own, what they've got, what they're wearing on their wrist, because the police at least are convinced that this social media is where everything begins. This is where they're spotted, this is where the bad guys know what watches they're wearing. And of course, look, it doesn't take a lot of working out. If you're a famous footballer and you're spotted 3 or 4 times over a 6-month period wearing, you know, £250,000 for watches, these people are watching. They've got their eye out. They know what you own and what you're wearing, and potentially what you're keeping at home. So, you know, I'm not a trendsetter, guys. I'm just someone that has been at this for a very long time. So I'm ahead of them. You know, they're asking me what they should do, what they should buy, and where should they sell. And of course, I've got the answers for them, because I've been there, seen it, done it, and unfortunately bought the T-shirt. So it was an interesting 4 very interesting conversations that I've had this week, and there's going to be a lot of footballers' watches out and about for sale, I think, over the next few weeks and months. Now, the question in this video is, of course, is what brand are the footballers going to adopt? What do you think? What are they going to start to wear instead of their APs and their Rolex and, you know, their Pateks? What are they going to put on their wrist after taking these watches off? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean to say they're going to sell them all and that they're not going to keep any. Just like me, I do have a fine watch collection, but it's never ever kept at home. And I never keep more than one good watch around me at any given time, and even that's quite rare. Quite often, if I want one of my nice watches, I've just got to go to the bank and get it before I can even look at it. And I think this is now what footballers are going to do. So the question is, what do you think they should start to wear, and what do you think they will start to wear? And what do you think of the situation that they find themselves in? It's very unfortunate, isn't it? But they've been warned. The police have, you know, they've warned them. They've told them to, you know, cut out the social media display of watches, etc., because this is where it's all emanating from. And as you'll see from some of the headlines that I've been popping up throughout this video, being high profile, the police are more likely to put themselves out and try and catch these people, which is obviously good for the footballers. Unfortunately, we're just mere mortals and we don't receive anywhere near that sort of VIP treatment. But there it is, guys. That's the news today, at least. The footballers appear to be ditching their expensive watches and they're going to be wearing something less expensive. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. As always, a like, a share, a subscribe would really help. I want to march on now as fast as I can to 25,000 subscribers. As soon as we get to the 25,000 subscriber level, guys, then I can really try and, you know, take this channel on to the next level. As always, thanks for watching and we'll speak again soon.